Good morning and hello. Well, good morning or afternoon, good night. Which sounds like goodbye. Hello, that's what I meant. Hello and welcome to my little vlog. It's about text editors. I recently started learning how to code due to me wanting money. And this is my attempt to share what a little information I've learned within a year. And I spend a lot of time. Maybe that's more pathetic. It's more pathetic and poetic. What's happening? Okay, let's start off with Sublime. Sublime Text 3. So a lot of people will tell you things like, oh, this is what it does, this is what it's, this is what makes it good or bad or whatever. But you don't know anything about coding. So it's not going to help you. I could sit here and talk Chinese and it'd be the same thing. I didn't mean anything by that. If you know Chinese, then that sentence means nothing to you. So I don't know how I'm having an awkward situation with myself, but it's happening. Alright? Anyways, so Sublime is for the, bougie people, basically. And I can't insult anyone because all of you are presumably new to this and have never used a text editor before in your entire life. So this is for the people who like Macs. This is the people who adore simplicity over function, basically. Very simple, start and go. Doesn't really mess up ever. Never, ever, ever. Uniquely to all the ones I'm going to tell you about today, because they're all free. This one is semi-free. It has, I think they call it a Noiware. Every hour or so, I didn't time it. Every now and then, a box will come up telling you to please buy the full version. And, you can come over here, see this? They want $80, but really they'll take whatever you'll give them. No, okay, so one license is $80. And that will stop the little box from coming up. Most people don't. I plan on buying one license one day because I don't know. This is my first one. This is where I started because it is simple. It's very simple. There's one I would say Notepad++. This one is not as good, harder to use, not as pretty, very straightforward. And I wouldn't say straightforward. This is way more straightforward. This is more straightforward. Gotta use the right grammar videos. But this is nice to help you progress in learning through repetition, because here this one has really nice software that takes care of a lot of the workload for you if you know the right shortcuts. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's a good text editor. Moving on to Atom. Well, I actually have here Sublime. See this? Sublime. I'll show you something that you could do. So you go here. Everybody, you know, I'm assuming you're doing front end stuff. That's why you're going with text editor, not a IDE, which is more for back end stuff. Once again, if I'm wrong, you can't get mad at me because I've been doing this for a year, which sounds like a long time, but I'm old, so that means like it's a drop in the bucket. Does it make sense? If you're 15 or something, that's like forever, right? Save as video.html. That's confusing. So here, as an HTML, you can go HTML tab button, and voila, does a lot of the work for you. You know, if you have the other one, the inferior one, this one, it doesn't really do that for you, but once again, it helps you learn through repetition. And that's what coding is all about. It's about frequency here. This is Atom. Very nice. Atom has a leg up over Sublime for several reasons. One, it has something called what's that thing? It's over here. Well, anyways, it's type something. Oh my goodness, should be on the website. Packages. Teletype, there you go. This actually helps a lot because at one point you're going to be projects with other people and you can share your work area from your computer, laptop, ultra, whatever, and with somebody else on their computer somewhere around the world. Problem is, it has a timeout feature. I'm pretty sure they put it in because they thought, hey, these people might get up, go eat a sandwich, and just forget about this, and it's just gonna keep their computers working. It's gonna mess up their screens, and they're gonna get mad at us. So it times out every 5 minutes. So if you're not working, continuously working, or there's a gap in your work, but a 5-minute gap, it will sign you out, and then you have to sign in, which isn't easy because you have to it's copy paste, you have to send it to them. It's a hassle. Which brings me to Visual Studio Code, and as you can see here, Visual Studio Code is super. It's an anomaly. It's from Microsoft, and what they said was, here's a lot of great free software, and every year it just gets better. Here you have an IDE. This is an IDE. It doesn't mean anything, right? But this one here would be more for the back-end people. The Studio Code, actually, you can make it for a back-end because if you look at it, you can download debuggers, and you can use it. It's kind of like a half-size thing. It's not completely an IDE, of course, because it doesn't have the environment, but you can have yourself a debugger here if you're attached for this and you don't want to download the IDE for some reason. It also has something similar to what's that thing called? Dreamweaver, Adobe Dreamweaver, but it's free. It's basically the same thing. I think it's called Community, Visual Studio Community. You can look that up. It has the same utensils, uses to help you create websites quickly. That's up to you, of course. And then there's paid ones. These, of course, I don't have. Before that, Brackets. Let's go over Brackets. Brackets has a really neat history. So apparently, the main guy who was overseeing Brackets was doing such a great job that they brought him over to Dreamweaver. So they brought most of his team over to Dreamweaver, and they put somebody else there, some other people, I'm guessing. he didn't like that. He wanted to do his own thing, so he went off and he's gonna do some other editor. I forgot the name. I'm so sorry. I forgot the name of it, but it's supposed to be like the next big thing. This guy's a genius. If you saw what he was doing, like as he was doing it, like just developing stuff month after month, just making this better and better. You could still use this, but it's not updated nearly as much as it used to be. I think it'd be a waste of time. It's cool. It's sleek. It's nice. I wouldn't get mad at you. You know, do what you need to do. What's that other one? Coda. Coda 2. Coda 2's very nice for front end. Specifically, I think it was specifically made for front end. I can't really, I mean, you can look up other YouTube videos, but it just, wow. When I saw other people use it, sometimes, I was so obsessed with this thing, sometimes I would go just watch YouTube video of people using it, because it looks so friendly for front end users. This is a text editor, it's not an IDE. And then there's the JetBrains, right? JetBrains. This one here is a company. Well, this is a company that just makes so much money. Too much money. Look at this. They make the best stuff. If you ever make any money off of doing this, this is quality of life. Now, here it is, WebStorm. See this here? It is gorgeous. It is easy to use. It's everything you ever wanted. It's you know, it's your girlfriend's hotter or older sister. That's what this is, and she'll never be yours. Oh, maybe, you know, if you pay for it, right? Okay, wait, the analogy just went south. I didn't, not her, meant this. And if you paid for this. Oh my, I'm talking to myself, and how did I make this awkward? Okay, so it's a 30-day free trial. I haven't done it, you know, I don't think I deserve it. Let's go to the story here. Yeah, this is, oh my goodness. Oh, wow. So the WebStorm here is 129 first year, 103.77. It doesn't seem too much money, which it isn't compared to, like, wow. You know? Yeah, so if this doesn't seem like a lot to you, go for it. This is good stuff. Before we go, I just like to say I find it difficult to connect GitHub to Sublime. I don't know if it's possible. It probably is. I just don't know how. GitHub is also integrated, perfectly integrated with Atom because it's made by the same company. GitHub made Atom. I would suggest Atom for beginners because it's integrated with Atom with GitHub, and it's got Teletype, which is not as good as LiveShare from Visual Studios, but it's friendlier for people who want to get their stuff on GitHub because it's all synced with GitHub Desktop, and it's just super easy. Just not knowing exactly what's going on, you can plug and play. Sublime, people, you don't want to mess with GitHub, you don't want to mess with Teletype or LiveShare. Sublime is an excellent choice. Very beautiful, sleek design. Won't ever mess with. Look, I'll say this: Atom does glitch out sometimes. Sublime never has ever glitched out, so there's that. That's basically it. That's all you really know about text editors. For now. This is just to help you pick text editor. There's shortcuts and stuff, quality of life changes you can apply to any text editor, make things more interesting. But that's it for me.